Guys, and my girls, what is up? And I want you to answer that sincerely, because today we're going to talk about mental health. Yes, you guys, we're going to talk about the maintenance of our mental health. All right, guys, let's get into it. Mental health, guys, mental health. Okay, we're gonna talk about mental health. And I know some of you guys are like, what in the world? She's doing a video about mental health when she's just doing a video about like the Bible, and that's basically been her topics of subject. Well, thank you for noticing that there's a change. But yes, a friend of mine who's been keeping up with my blogs and my video actually DM'd me and made a request for this specific topic. I don't want to name her because I don't know if she wants her identity known, but I told her that I would do a video and give any advice that I could, and I thanked her for making the request. So that's why we are talking about mental health today. Yes. And guys, as a side note, I want you all to know, not only did I make this channel for God to do what God is asking for me to do, but I also made this channel for you all. I made this channel for you all. So if you guys have a request, if you guys have a topic or a question that you would like to ask me to do a video on or to write about, feel free, just like my other friend did, to DM me or to just email me. I'll put my email on the screen and in the description. Feel free to contact me and say, hey Alicia, can you talk about this? Hey Alicia, I need to know about this. Do it. I'm here to help you in any way that I can. I'm here to serve you in any way that I can. So if you ask it, or say, can you talk about this topic? I will do my best to deliver your request. And so just feel free. I do not bite. Okay, I don't bite. Trust that, especially during this Corona time. Okay, I do not bite. I don't judge. I'm not a judger. Okay, okay, I'm not a judger. I am a lover. I love on people. I love Jesus, okay? And so just feel free. All right, guys. Oh my goodness, you guys, mental health. This is a big one, okay? Because especially right now, like right now with COVID-19, you know, with all this social distancing, excuse me, my allergies are like, okay. And so all the social distancing and just everything like with the COVID-19, but also like the powerful movement of change. Oh my goodness, that is a big one. Like, powerful movement of change, just wanting to see love, justice, and peace and equality for Black lives, but not only Black lives, but also just people of color in general, wanting to see change, and a powerful big change, a change that should not be necessary, because we should all be at the realization that we're all people and that we should all love each other. Yes, we're different colors, but that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. We're still people, and we still all deserve love and respect and honor and appreciation, you know, and stuff like that. So all this stuff that's going on right now can really affect mental health, your mental health, and you have to acknowledge your mental health, and you have to understand that, you know, sometimes it can all seem like it's coming crashing down all at once, but in reality it's been building up over time, because what you allow in your environment, what you see on social media, what you hear in the news, what you see in society and the world, what you see in religion and all this and that, and what you allow yourself to take in can harm your mental health, can harm your mind. And so we have to learn how to acknowledge our mental health and basically just learn how to see what is going on in our world, and learn how to maintain our mental health and learn how to do that. This world can drive anyone mad, okay? And life in general is just not easy. And let me tell you guys, it does not get easier. It does not get easier. You just get tougher. You get tougher, and you're able to handle whatever life throws at you. And really, it is also the devil, it's also the enemy trying to bring you down. And so he brings bigger and stronger things to try to bring you down, because he's trying to knock you down. He's trying to get you to a point where you just like, forget it, I don't want to do life anymore and everything else. And so what the devil does is he goes for your mind, he goes for your mental health. And he does this because it makes his job easier. It makes his job easier. And so when he goes for your mind, he's basically able to sit back and chill and be like, I'm gonna watch this girl self-destruct because I just set her against herself. Your mental health is just you maintaining a healthy relationship with yourself while you're going through everyday life. And everyday life can be hard. Not all the time is it hard, especially when you have Jesus. He gives you that joy, that never-ending joy, that never-ending peace, that never-ending love. And so you're able to handle what life throws at you. You're able to handle the tactics from the enemy. But when he comes for your mind, that's when you have to be careful. And that's when you have to be like, okay, I need to focus on myself. I need to make sure my relationship with myself is okay, because this is involving my mental health, and I need my mental health okay because I have others around me and they need to see me okay, and I need to be okay for them. We have to become comfortable with acknowledging and even understanding our mental health. Because when we do this, when we're honest with ourselves about the status of our mental health, we can then eventually get to the point where we become comfortable with telling the ones that are constantly around us and the ones that we have to be around the status of our mental health. And this can help us because they can adjust themselves to how they approach you and how they talk to you and how they react to you. And so when we become comfortable with and be honest about our mental status, this can help us all in the end. And really the mind, it's the mind that we have to really focus on. When you're thinking about your mental health, you have to focus on the mind. The mind is a very strong, but it's a very fragile place also. You have to treat the mind like it's a newborn child. That means you have to consistently nurture it, because the mind, like a newborn child, is it's constantly absorbing things. It's constantly absorbing the information that it's receiving around it. Okay, whether it wants it or not, it's constantly absorbing it like a child. Whether you want them to have that bad information or not, they're going to take it in because they're seeing it. So the mind is the same thing. It's constantly absorbing whatever environment you are in. Whatever you allow into your mind is constantly absorbing it. So you have to nurture and care for your mind 24/7. 24/7. I'm gonna get personal for a minute. I have days, I'm gonna be honest, I have days where I do not get out of bed. And it's not because I'm tired, but it's really just because I'm down. I am down. My heart gets really heavy with a lot of different emotions. It can be anger, it can be sadness. It's just a mixture of emotions, and it's a horrible feeling. And I think, and it's just I'm in my head constantly. And so it's a big thing, and it's a big thing for everybody, but I'm just talking about my experience. It's a big thing for me when I get down, because it's hard for me to get myself out of that mode. I really have to do a lot of prayer and a lot of worshiping. I do a lot of worshiping to get myself out of that mode of depression and everything that I'm feeling. And really, sometimes it can come out of nowhere too. I can, be having a great day. I'm on cloud 9 and everything, it's just an awesome day. And out of nowhere, depending on where I am and what is going on, the atmosphere in the room even, are just something just jogs my memory, and I can instantly become down and just snappy at those who are around me, which is not a good thing, but I can. It's because of what I just took in. Like I said, it's about what your spiritual body is taking in, what your mind is taking in. And so really I have times where I just want to find a hole. Okay, I get that depressed. I just want to find a hole, and I want everybody and everybody that I know and love to just forget about me. Just forget about me, so that way I don't hurt them. I don't hurt them. And I have had times, it's been twice in my life, where I've had times where I wanted to basically end my life, and I was trying to figure out ways that I can end my life without hurting my family and without displeasing God. To me, the mind wants release. It wants release from those negative emotions, and it feels like it's in bondage, with that negativity that we're dealing with, the everyday life that we're dealing with. And so it just wants freedom. And so sometimes to the mind, death can look like freedom. And that's because when we're dead, we don't have to deal with what life is bringing us. But we have to remember, what gets me out of that way of thinking is my family. These beautiful people behind me, it goes even further up. And the people that are not even on my wall, it brings me out of that because there's so much joy that is in life also. It's not all negative, but when you're in that depressed mode, it can seem like it's nothing good about life, and that's how I get. But really, the mind is just wanting that release, and sometimes, sadly, that release can look like death. And that's what the enemy wants you to believe. The maintenance of our mental health has a lot to do with the status of our mental freedom. Death can look like a source of mental freedom because death involves rest. It involves peace. It involves just sleeping. Okay? And so that can look like freedom to the mind. But really, also, love is freedom. Love enables the mind to have freedom and yet still be alive and be able to deal with everyday life. Our mental health, you guys, has to be nurtured by love, because where there's love, there is freedom. And the mind, like I said, just wants to be free. It wants to be joyful. It wants that peace. It wants that rest. It wants that love and that acceptance, flaws and all. Okay? And so whatever life throws at you, it wants to be freed from all that, but it wants to still, like I said, the mind is strong and it still can handle what life throws at you. So anytime, anybody that is alive, you're going to go through ups and downs. Life is not easier. And even with those that have accepted Christ in their life and walking with Christ, your life is not going to get any easier. The devil's going to come at you 10 times more harder, 1,000 times more harder than he goes against the average person that has not allowed God to be within their life or with their life. And so we have to understand, and we have to accept that love can really help us in basically nurturing our mind and helping us, be happy within ourselves, helping our relationship with ourselves, because like I said, our mind is our mental health is our relationship with ourselves. And so do things that make you happy. Do things that make you feel amazing on the inside, because this will help not only you, but those around you. Look, what I say is, if it's not killing anyone or harming anyone spiritually or physically, and that's including yourself, do it. Do it now, okay? Because it's gonna help you feel amazing. It's gonna help your mental state so much if you do what you love, if you accept yourself for who you are. Stop battling with yourself. Who cares what society says about you? Who cares what the church says about you? As long as God is happy with you, as long as God is pleased with you, forget all of them. Do you. Do what makes you happy, because it's about your mental health. It's about what your mental status, because you can really affect yourself big time and you can affect those around you big time. So do what makes you happy. Just don't harm yourself and don't harm others spiritually and physically. Do it. Do it. Do it, do it, do it all day, every day. Do you, because you're gonna be benefiting yourself, your family, and the world. The world needs you at the best possible mental state that you can be in. And be honest with yourself and others about that. Be honest, because it will help us all adjust to helping you and being around you and how we react to you. The world needs you. All right, my friends, I hope that you take some time and just spend time with your mind, spend time with understanding where you are mentally, so that you can be of help to this world that is trying to bring about a big change, guys. Oh, this is so real. This is so real, and I'm so excited for this change. Good Lord, I'm so excited. And so I thank you to my friend who suggested this topic. I hope that I was able to deliver your request. This was so awesome. You guys DM me on topics that you want to hear or talk about or me to write about. Email me, do whatever you want to do. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. I am so nice. Like I said, I'm a lover, you guys. Okay, and I'm here to just help you and to be of service and just love on you guys. All right, love you guys. See you later. Love unconditionally. All right.